Welcome to the Environmental News. We are the awesome movie makers, and we are here to tell you how to treat the environment correctly.
We have interviewed two experts on how ISM treats the environment right. Here is one of the interviews of Mr. Rourke because he is the assistant principal. So, what should people do to the environment in your opinion?
I think people should think about the environment as something that we belong to, not something that we can control and make fit into our lives. That's what I think.
What is the right way to treat the environment? What is the right way to treat the environment?
The right way?
Yeah.
Maybe the right way is to think about the environment, the world environment, as if it was your own backyard. So being careful about where you put your trash, being careful about air pollution, being careful about all the energy that we need to use, all of those things.
What does ISM do to help the environment?
Well, what we do is whenever we can find a chance to work with students to understand what they can do, so the power that you have as students to affect change, then we'll do it. So if that can be like in a unit of inquiry, or if that can be some service learning on the weekends, or if it can be something like bringing in the little bottle, the top of the cans, and so that they can use them at PCF. Any of those things, we'll try and do it. Because we want the kids to be able, and our students to be able to understand what you can do. That's our job.
What part of your job helps the environment?
What part of my job?
Yeah.
Probably the most important thing that I would do would be that I just explained. Trying to work with students, trying to get them to understand that they make choices. You guys all have choices that you can make, and your choices will affect the environment. Do you know what I mean by the choices?
Yeah. To choose to throw trash on the ground or something like that.
Yeah, and to choose maybe what you might do with plastic, for example, plastic bags. You don't know, maybe you can just little things. You can take your own bags to the market or the supermarket, or you can choose to buy products maybe that support initiatives and environment. Yeah, that's the thing that I would do the most.
Okay.
Here's another interview of Mr. Flynn because he talks to the gardeners and makes decisions. Battery or not?
Should we start again? Right.
What should people do to the environment in your opinion?
I think people should treat the environment with respect, and that they should conserve our natural resources and not be wasteful of those resources with which we've been blessed.
What is the right way to treat the environment?
Right. Well, as I said, basically, what we need to do is, of course, we exist in a world where we do make use of, right, the natural resources which are available to us. But I think we should not be wasteful, and I think that we should aim to make use of those resources in a sustainable fashion. By sustainable, I mean that if we're taking something, we need to be able to give something back as well, so that these things are going to be available not only for ourselves, but also for future generations.
What does ISM do to help the environment?
Okay, well, from my side, because I'm responsible for the operations, we do quite a lot. We have an organisation that we partnered with to dispose of our waste products, and they use those for recycling for lots of different activities, both raising money but also making use of the materials that we ourselves no longer have any use for. And that's an organisation called PCF, or Food and Christian Foundation, which actually uses the money that they generate from their recycling activities to fund a school for children who are not as advantaged as the children who come to ISM. We have a big effort in conserving energy. We have brought in a company from outside which helped us fit machinery, gadgets, if you like, to a lot of our heavy machinery, our big machinery, which means that they work at their optimum efficiency. So we're only using the electricity necessary and not wasting electricity. We've replaced in many of the rooms, almost all the rooms, the 4 tube light units with 2 tube light units and what's called ceramic reflectors behind them, which means we make more efficient use of the light tubes that we have. More efficient use means we're basically getting the same level of light, but using less light tubes, which uses less electricity. We have reduced the water pressure in within the school, in the bathrooms, so that we're not being wasteful with water, and we fit water meters on all our use of hose pipes for watering the gardens, etc., so we can monitor our water use and make sure we're only using the minimum that is necessary for our needs. One of the other things we do is try to encourage people to make use of the buses, because it's more environmentally friendly if more students ride buses than everybody comes in their own individual cars. Okay?
What part of your job helps the environment?
Well, basically, because I oversee the, if you like, the running of the campus in regards to maintenance, engineering, the cleaners, etc. A large part of my job really involves overseeing those sort of activities, because, again, I make decisions in regards to air conditioning use, which uses up a lot of power. I make decisions in regards to the waste disposal. I make decisions in regards to the busing service that we operate here. I have quite a wide involvement in the school's conservation efforts.
I think there's no more questions.
No more questions? Okay.
Now we will share our own thoughts about how to treat the environment right.
People should not throw things that they don't need because they could reuse it instead.
People should use things as much as they can and recycle things instead of throwing them away.
The right way to treat the environment is to respect all the trees and plants by not stepping on them, or the bugs and insects on the plants. You could remind the small kids not to tear the leaves on plants too.
People should not try to destroy plants, such as not ripping leaves off the plants.
Thank you for watching our broadcast. Bye.